Hey guys, what's up? Two Wheel Turbine, and today for motorcycle news, it's pretty exciting, especially if you're a big KTM fan like myself. It looks like KTM, I'll show you guys these photos, is supposed to be releasing a road legal super sport bike, which they haven't done since like the RC8, which was such an amazing bike. That was an 1190, just absolutely ridiculous bike that KTM wanted to stop production because someone high up in the company really believed that this bike was leading to a bunch of deaths on the road. So KTM stopped messing with super sports, but here we are again, and it looks like the RC990 is what it's probably going to be called, or RC9C, and it just looks super exciting. It's something I really want to plan to budget out for and hopefully be able to bring it onto the channel as early as possible, because I think this is just going to be a revolutionary bike to throw into the super sport market. I already have my KTM 1290 Super Duke R, which is absolute beast. They have the 1390 now, but my 1290 definitely makes me happy enough. But to see KTM make a super sport is just so exciting. I'll show you guys some more photos of some spy photos. Make sure to save these. So as you can see, here's some people going two up, and I'll make sure that I get that on the screen good, but this bike just looks crazy. You got of course, you got the orange KTM wheels. That looks awesome on the Super Sport. It's got really aggressive fairings. Looks like it's gonna have some winglets, which nowadays pretty much all the bikes are running winglets. I'm hoping KTM can do a decent job on the headlight. Sometimes it's hit or miss. For the 1390, I think it was a miss, but hopefully they'll do decent on this new bike. It's kind of all camoed up, but looks pretty awesome to me. So reading on KTM's website, it looks like the homologated version of the race bike that they're planning to, I guess, use in some race leagues is what's going to be kind of produced most likely, just probably a less hardcore version of that race bike. It's probably just going to be a little bit less hardcore version of what they're using in MotoGP, but the bike is still going to be amazing. It looks like they're going to be using or offering an Akrapovic exhaust. That's like my favorite exhaust company. The winglets look great, super aggressive tail, kind of similar to the R6, R1, Ducati. Very modern styling. KTM's always pushing things to the next level. Man, this thing looks sweet. And for power, the 990 is looking to put out about 120 to 130 horsepower is kind of what I'm seeing. So it's not going to be ridiculous, leader bike type fast. Even though it's a 990, it's not an inline four. So the way it makes power is completely different. But it's still going to be ridiculously fast. 130 horsepower. It's probably going to weigh, I would say it's going to weigh similar to like a 600 or 750, because KTM's probably going to be doing many things to cut weight. And the handling is probably going to be amazing, as the Duke 890 was such a great handling bike. The handling of that 890 Duke, the Scalpel, is probably just going to be taken to a whole new level when it's transferred to this super sport setup, full fairing setup with probably even more aggressive, steering, rake, all of that, many factors, suspension, are all going to come into play to make this bike an absolute weapon on the track and probably a blast out on the road. But yeah, based on what I'm reading, it looks like these bikes are going to start to roll out of Austria in early 2025. So in less than a year, we should start to see these bikes start to hopefully have customers take delivery of them. But I'm just really hoping that it's not extremely limited numbers. For the RC8C, that was a track-only bike that they made. Super limited. It's like a $40,000 bike. Definitely out of my price range right now. But if they can get this RC9 or the RC990, whatever they choose to call, hopefully the road legal bike, around 17 to 20K, I'm going to work my best to try to bring it onto this channel and set ourselves up to have this bike on the channel, be next to the 1290 Super Duke R, and do all kinds of testing, racing, acceleration tests, handling, you know, just day-to-day commute riding, see what this bike's all about. But I thought it was big news from KTM, as they haven't made a super sport in quite a long time. Thought you guys would find it interesting. But yeah, let me know down below, do you think this bike is, you know, coming to the US? Are we gonna see it out on the roads? And what price do you think it's gonna be at? But yeah, here is the KTM 990 Super Sport, and hopefully we'll have it on the channel in the next year or so.